Welcome back, everybody. How are you doing? I'm not gonna lie and say it hasn't been a rough one for me lately. I mean, it sucks because so much bad in there. It's so hard to celebrate a lot of the good that's going on too. Uh, but in case you didn't see, we did happen to lose Clifford last week, and that one I don't even want to talk about it. But let's talk about the Freaky Friday. We got the daily on the home edition now. So let's go through. Now, there's a couple different styles of way to play it. Now, um, if I'm looking at commercial edition on a Freaky Friday, the way that I play it is going to be totally different because I'm not going to go in to spend all of the time that it would take to go for first place. But we're going to show you the technique to do it because on home edition, we don't have a lot of other options to do that by return on investment, or if you call it, if you want to say it's fun for you to do it, we'll go through playing it as a repeatable setup and then therefore using fulls. And I'll show you guys how to dial it in a little bit. Mind you, I have not played much Golden Tee. I've been slacking a bit, so I'm probably 40 games in with on the new courses, maybe 40 to 100. I don't know, but let's take a look. Let's play the event. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's under prize play, this is again, menuing could use some serious improvements. Hey guys, thank you for that, guys. I did feel the love, I gotta say. It's just still, man. We went to the vet like 2 weeks before and got like a really clean bill of health for an almost 16-year-old dog. And like we started a treatment to maybe regenerate some of his cartilage in his back legs because he was starting not to be able to walk. And man, it turns out it was more of an infection type thing. And man, he went from great to nothing in a week or so. It was bad, man. All right, so we're going to look at our golf for prizes. Hey, you too, Dylan. All right, let's take a look-see here. I haven't looked. I didn't see what the format was, but we'll pull it up over here. And yeah, where do we think it's going to be? Well, logging in, and let's take a look at what payouts and everything are. Oh, you too, Ryan. Sorry, man. It's been a while since I've been on too, so. Oh God, and then I hit the button to check out a bit. All right, so under here, we're gonna go to Golden Tee Live. And we're gonna go down to, come on, where are the daily contests? Where the hell is it on here? Okay, you got to go to the top bar, right? Daily contests. Ah, there we go. All right, so now we'll switch over to home edition. Where is that on here? Sorry, I have not looked at this from the webpage yet. US dollars, Canadian dollars. I don't see a way to... All right, it doesn't look like you can look to... Hi, Timmy. Eric... I am not sure. If I can possibly, I just don't. I don't see any way I'd be able to do a qualifier on Saturday. I could, and I don't necessarily think it's right to qualify differently than everyone else, or think if it would be allowed. I don't know. Hi, Austin. What's up, buddy? Best Chicago pizza is without a doubt Pequot's Pizza. Hands down. It's really not even closer. All right. So a shot like this, we're just going to figure out a way to stick it. Now, I know that about 280 high tee carry distance, but this is pretty high uphill. Most this is going to carry is to the pin, probably. I think I need to blast this. So I think if I hit this hard, I'll be fine. I might get a shitty putt coming back. Yeah. And we could have gone closer to the pin. I was still worried about the middle part. Let's see if I can make a putt. Fucking Christ. I just don't fucking get this. It's fun when the first thing I try, I don't want to talk about the putting, but why did that one come off absolutely dead as fuck? 100% dead. Okay, so another one here. We got the par 5. Now, when the pin's on the bottom left of this shot, there's a couple ways to play it. Now, a lot of people are going to be coming at this with a full. And when we say a full, we're looking at something like we'll face the pin there, another turn to the right. It's about 2 turns is what we're going to be looking for. And on this one, this is like 1.5, 1 3/4 turns. So I'd probably full cut it and throw it out a little bit. And on this, I don't see another way to get this close to the pin without doing this. Maybe from here with a half cut, throw it out. But that's not very accurate. So we'll go from here. We're going to high tee it. I'm going to move it all the way right because we said it's 2 turns, right? Yeah, he was, man. Clifford was amazing, dude. He was actually a person. I hate to say it. He had the personality. It's weird. Anybody that's ever been here probably had Clifford sleep with them. He's just everybody's best friend, man. It's great. It was kind of brutal, man. But let's not talk about it. I've had my share of tears already, and I'm good with it. So let's go with the full here and see where it comes out. Now, shots like this, you're going to really want to remember what happened exactly and get an idea of your data and commit it to memory. Some people will write it down. But we moved this pin all the way to the front right. We're hitting a high T5. Now I'm glad we did it. I'm going to hit a backspin on it just for a little more height. And plus, the backspin will help it turn with the cut a little bit more. And with the pin being on the left, I think we're going to need that. So we're going to go with the full. Now we know the pullback part is going to be exactly the same. I feel like if I hit this straight, it's going to turn too far. So I'm going to start this off and go to the right, maybe 2.5. And we're just going to use it to get an idea. And I got it to go about 2.25. So I was right. 2.5 is probably the right play. So now we're committing that to memory. We're moving it all the way right. We're going to hit it high T5 wood, about 2.5. We want to get it out a little further the next time. Okay, if we're making chips, dude, we're in gravy train, dude. I'm down with the young gravy train right now. Oh, and I believe this might be the course that I got the 51 on. It would be. I believe it is. And I laid up on this. No, it can't be. This hole was that way at the end, so this is a different one. Now, the shot here, we got a bunch of different options. I think we've talked about this before. The problem here, okay, your high T5 wood with an A1 and backspin will generally clear almost all of the secondary tree line. The problem here with the wind going right to left and with us being under the tree, it's going to be hard enough. It's going to be hard to get the 5 wood to turn enough to fight a right to left wind while getting it outside of the underneath of this tree. Because if we hit it underneath with the high T, you're going to hit either an invis-leaf or a leaf. So that shot isn't there. Now, instantly I'd be thinking, let's think about laying up on this. But this is a Freaky Friday. We need all the strokes we can get. So my go-to here is 8.5 driver, high T backspin. It's a full A. And then we're going to adjust it according to how this plays. But we're playing this into the tree line. And now I really wish I had my... Oh, and of course, it misses the tree completely somehow. And I don't know how. I mean, there really didn't seem to be a gap in those trees, but apparently there was, and we got through clean. Fine, we get a layup for eagle. And actually, we're in a position to make this for double. So I flapped them fucking cheat. So that lined up nice. I mean, really, I would have DNF'd that if it went wet, but we're getting ourselves a feel on this. Okay, this is another one. We're under the range. This is absolutely drivable. Obviously, now if we're playing stout still, you're going to have to hit this a lot harder. And where with stouts prior to or Titans, I moved this back into the right some. I can't get that distance. The other part of this hole that made this a lot different of a shot before was the sand. My shot before, I didn't mind if it hit the sand first because it would kick out every time. Now it plugs. So we have to hit this hard enough to get it over the edge of the trap. This might be a tough setup, but I mean, we got to hit this pretty hard. So we have to get this out some. A C straight to 2. I don't think we have the distance. We have to have a snap on this. Roy, what's up, my man? Yeah, we got it. We got it up. Oh, okay. So getting a double eagle there too. That's a fun setup, guys. This is going to be extremely scoreable. And honestly, this is going to be, I hate to say it, these setups are not really conducive to fulls. Now, this is close to being drivable. Here's a good rule of thumb. With the old stouts, if I was at the halfway mark, God, I wish I had the telestrator. We'll get this up back and run. We're getting everything going. What's up, Rhino? How you doing, bud? But if you look at this, the halfway mark on the tee box, if we were going the halfway mark, if it was lined up where the sides are parallel to us and facing the green, the halfway mark's a good point. If there was no wind in the old stouts, the halfway mark would have been the absolute limit for me, and then it still took a perfect day one. This is 392 to the pin, and the pin is up close. This is a no-brainer, not drivable, but let's keep in mind what arrows might be able to do here now, because that's drivable with arrows. We just got to see if it's conducive to the rest of the set. But so that's how I'm thinking about this. I'm looking at this going, okay, this is not drivable. For the upgrade to what? I don't know which upgrade. All right, I haven't been thumbing it off. I'm not. I think the courses this year are fine. There's nothing dramatic with it. I think Target Rush, as I said before, and I don't know now that you guys got to play it more. I'm feeling like my critiques of the game have all rang true. Oh, Target Rush is terrible. New courses are fine. They're not. They're not game breakers, but they're definitely better than the worst years of Golden Tee. I mean, as it all goes, and then now you add the daily you add Money Shot, and it's definitely worth the value to it. I'm just not impressed with the actual game physics. I think the game mechanics are now worse than they've been ever, and last year was the worst they'd ever been. There's just so much stuff that I feel like might be absolutely wrong. MS. Full disclosure. I think the Golden Tee Go is a fucking joke. Just the premise of it, right? Not the design and the playing of it, right? The machine itself, look, it's identical to this in a smaller spot. But it's in a smaller spot, right? It's condensed. So if you're playing the game, now you see how aggressively I play the game. If I don't have it in a stable position, that thing becomes useless to me. Now, the initial design of the Golden Tee Go was made to be a tailgate machine. It was supposed to never be online, supposed to never have up-to-date courses, all those goodies, right? But so I think the idea is totally flawed. I think that all the machines should be Golden Tee Go's, meaning that this base should be plugged into the Go should plug into the base that you sell. I don't think there should be an option to not get the base. I think then you can then only support one product, right? Yeah, that's really it. Hardware-wise, software-wise, it wasn't hard to do. We're not running extremely hot things. It wasn't hard to figure out how to cool that thing. This isn't like a PS5 that they needed to figure out a liquid cooling system in a small area or else their shit was melting. No, this isn't it. We're not in anything like that. Okay. Now, what we need to know here, this is another one. About the halfway point is where I'm looking at something different on this shot. We're inside to the front of the halfway point. What you need to know is that the 3-wood and the 10.5 most of the time will go straight through this gap, right? So what I want to do is I want to play this to the top side. I'm going to play it up to hit on top and get to the grass. And I haven't gotten to try this with new stouts yet, but let's see what the distance does. Oh, well, that doesn't. Yes, go out of bounds. Good, I get to hit it again. Yeah, I didn't hit a good shot. That's all. I hit the rock. I mean, I hit the tree. And then you're on. It's a very safe play, but where that pin is, you're not going to get it much closer than this anyway. So you're getting it on and praying to God that you don't get a shitty putt. Like this one, I don't think this gets there. No, you're good, man. You're good. You're fine. I don't really care. Let's see. Hey, it got to the hole, but barely. Why is that even a thing? Why should I be fighting a putt to play it as a right 8 break because I know it's barely going to get to the hole? There literally isn't one, MS, except for the fact that the go really, it's not, honestly, if you tried to play it, it's just not sufficient for a play like that. Like, for competitive or somebody who's going to, that really wants to get into the game, right? It doesn't work out. It wouldn't work out. That's where it would go. No, just, and again, just being straight on honest with you, I would never buy the Go or a home edition. I hate to say it, the home edition was the start of me not. Yeah, the putting is really bad, dude. That is so terrible. But I would have never bought either one because for me, this is actually it was a negative value to have it at home because every game that I played at home, I basically lose money because if I was making money every game I played at the bar, when I play at home and not the bar, I'm losing money, and that would be why I wouldn't want it at home. The having the stream is nice, but really, this is just another thing. Look, one of the things we were going to come up with a way that I could stream daily content every day, whether for commercial or home edition, and that never came to fruition. So content got away. No, they could not allow chipping on the green. I think that would even be worse. Why? Because then we're going to be watching people click chip every putt even. And that is fucking nonsense. And you're making more of a problem into the game than what's there. I'm sorry. I don't want to see them go and add another fix that's temporary in order to get past something that we realize is broken, because if we haven't looked at history, that is just going to be the way it is, and from now on. I mean, what we need to do, or what needs, is a whole new rewrite of the game if we want this to be a viable platform moving forward. And I hope you guys are thinking that you do, with those of you who went out and bought a PGA machine, just to realize that this is actually the same trash that we've been playing on for a long time. With nothing new. Nothing new. The game looks hardly any better. I like the machine better. I like the hardware better. The software is not good. I don't even care if sticky sand is there, but guys, we're in a day and time. We don't need to replace items. You could make a new thing called that you want to be sticky sand. If you want that, make a new item and put that on the new courses. Don't change old shit. Like, that just doesn't make sense. The logic is so far gone. It's just all of this. It's frustrating to say the least, right? I might be, Dave. We're trying to work it out, man. But shh. We're working it out still. But shh. Yes. Shh. That. Hi, Mr. Mans. How you been, bud? All right, I didn't even look to see what. I can't see it there. That's why you can't. It doesn't look like you can see the home edition game on the website, unless I'm totally missing something. But there's a way to change it to Canadian dollars, but there's no way to change it to a home edition. So we'll have to look at this from the app. Yeah, guys, with what you're saying, like. I can't. Aha! Good man. Oh, did I not cut that back enough? Come on. I don't want to be on the rough. Now I got to deal with no spin here, but I always go to this island. It just is always where I've went. We're going to play down clubs, right? Even though this looks like it's not going to get there, we're in the rough. This 5-wood's going to go almost my normal distance. So I'm not worried about that. I basically want this to land short, but I don't want it to hit the volcano rock. I want it to hit the rough in front of the green so it kind of dies. I could play it to hit the green on a fly, but I'd be worried about it stopping then on a down air. Yeah, see, look at that. That's exactly what I wanted there, all right? No, Jack, I think chipping is a problem altogether. I'm honestly where a lot of the issues I was having, I was kind of relegating to saying it was the difference in machines. But I'm comfortable enough on this machine that if I'm now not able to do the things consistently that I was able to do before, or I have weird issues with it, I got to be of the ilk. It is not me, and that it's something different in a program. But to be quite frank, no one's gonna be told like what changes were made on anything, so we can't tell what adjustments need to be made. And in a way, I kind of understand and get it. Oh, this is a fun one, guys. This is actually close to drivable. So we're gonna go here now. We need to get this up, all right? I'm wondering. I think a medium T might stay under this with roll and a full cut, right? And we're going to try it right now, right? We got a chance right now. So let's go with the roll. It's got to be roll. We need the lower part of it. We're going to need a pretty big cut, so we'll go full. And if you, just so you know this, a full straight to 2 is slightly higher than a full offset of 2, right? So we're going to try this medium T distance-wise, but most likely it's going to have to be low, but we're going to try the medium. Yeah, see, it caught. But low will get through for certain. I wish I would have gotten another set. So we'll get that on the next go. I guess this is really not a good look to be trying fulls on. There's only a couple of holes. But I got to make sure to get my 3 driver bag on because there's a couple shots I would have rather hit the 9.5. And really, for long drive stuff, unfortunately, guys, I want to say this is drivable. And we're going to try it. I'll show you the shot. It's not going to work, right? And you'll see why. All right, so we go with the high 5-wood or 4-wood. This one we're going with, a high 5-wood or 6-wood. We're going to go bite because bite will bounce off the rock slightly softer than roll or backspin will, like a deader bounce. And really, with the angle we're hitting the rock at, with the wind blowing right to left, it's going to push it right into the creek by the green. But we'll see. We're going to try it. So we're going to go with bite. I missed the goddamn rock again. I did it yesterday. Ah, that's terrible. God, I was trying to get cute because in order for this one to work, if it's going to be possible at all, you're going to have to be the angle can't be going into the rock hard. It's going to have to be barely grazing it. But I got a feeling that this next game we're going to find out that it's not going to work, which is fine. We'll just not do it. Okay. God, 3 driver bag would have been nice, but... Oh! Oh, really? Really, Bryce? That's awesome. I mean, these fucking people, dude. What are they fucking doing? How do we play different setups? This is... It's goddamn nonsense, right? What the fuck? Oh, that canyon hole is terrible. It's... Honestly, that course would have been one of my favorite courses of all time, except holes 16, 17, 18 are possibly, it is the worst grouping of 3 holes. Not because of hard or easy, because it's a gimmick. Guys, this is just going to be a hard setup. I don't know. I don't know what to, I don't know what to say anymore about this. Yeah, this is going to be a bad setup. I'll just say that all day long. We're going to try, man. Oh, come on. Yeah, this hole 18, this hole is going to be one of the harder holes. And that was us laying up for eagle on it, too. We might look at it to see if we can come up with a straight shot. No, Bryce, apparently what Jack is sitting here saying that. I know you guys can see Facebook, but he can't see those. It's a goddamn... How embarrassing, guys. Wouldn't you have tested, retested, tested again to make sure that the first day you're doing something or the first week that you're doing something, it works perfectly? I don't understand what level of ineptitude they have. I can't sit back and let it go any longer. But look, I can't fix it. So all I can do is stop putting my money in at your product. And it's weird because they had the option of me working there. Of me working there, and then I could help fix these things. I could help get them out before, but no, that didn't happen. No, they got it. They got it under control, right? They got this shit under control, right? We trust that we're playing in a very fair, competitive atmosphere. That there are no glitches causing a difference in money to be won. Right? We're all thinking that. That's what we all think about Golden Tee right now, right? Yeah. Oh, I Okay, so let's go at this again. I don't know how much more room we had there, but we can talk about these. Yeah, I got more room than I think. I'm going to try to put this at the hole. And we saw I hit that max speed last time, and I didn't go long. So we're going to keep doing that. When I know that works, this isn't going to go over, so we're going to do that again. This hole could have been a bear. If they set this up with an outwind, even with stouts, this could have been an issue. It needs every bit of that, right? I'm frankly more... What the fuck is a 12 under Freaky Friday? I haven't played a Freaky Friday in... Huh. All right, so let's try this again now, right? Now, the other thing we could do here is we could hit the 6-wood with a C3. I don't necessarily like that, but it might work. All right, so high T, backspin. We got it out a lot farther. Is it too far? A little bit, but notice that backspin saved me to have a putt here. Is it necessarily what we want? At least I know that putting from here, I know what it should do. It's a right 8. It's from a couple clicks deep in the fringe, so I'm going to play this like a right 10, right? No, Dave, the putting's been tainted since... Well, the putting was been tainted since, I want to say it was 2 years ago now when they got rid of the attribute on Vanguards. And it kind of accidentally stopped it from rolling over. But really all it did was it took the power off of the putters because the ball the effect of the ball was no longer there. I know, goofy, right? Oh, shit. We got 1 and 2. This is great. And I didn't change my bag again. Fuck. All right, we're going to go for this again. We saw the shot I hit last time. So this time, I'm not going to throw it out right, left, hardly at all. I need it to turn more to hit the tree, and I'm going to hit it a bit softer. And then it hits 2 trees. I mean, I get we're playing a crapshoot shot, but why did that one hit 2 trees and the last one went through almost the same line and hit none? Hi, Sean. Hey, Ben. How you guys doing? Okay, so we know this shot now. We can even throw this right a little further to try to get it on line with the pin. But we'll go here, high tee it, full C, and actually where we turned farther in front of the hole last time, let's go with bite. It's not going to be much, but it could make a change about a 3 feet in angle there, right? So we'll try it. full. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I know, Tony. I gotta do it. All right, so we lose one there. But see, that one there, you can't go with the... Oh, yeah, we already know this is a layup. I like going right where I did. And my 3-driver bag would have a... Oh, it does have a 4. Hey, Craig, how you doing, bud? Oh, that might be a double. Oh. That felt right, though. I got the one click to the right like I wanted. Nowhere really else to go. This can be drivable sometimes. Not this setup, though. We're too far deep. And the drivable ones, I think I've only put it on the screen one time, and it's just a crapshoot. It was with streaks and hitting a branch with an outwind of 12. So if you need an outwind of 12 with a full wind ball, you probably can't do it with stones. But by putting it where we did, we give ourselves a pretty good line. I got to think to start thumbing that with a upper club. Okay, so we went with the straight shot here. Let's go with the other play and see how this does. Now, it's the same theory, but we're going to try to come in at an angle towards the pin, land up top, and then so it never has to hit the rock wall and kick to the bottom, it still will leave a pretty far shot away. But let's see if it turns out a little better. Now, this one is also a crapshoot because I can't see the tree. I'm going to go with a... I'm going to go with a 4, I think. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. So it's a full C. See? Now, if you notice that, you saw that line, right? Let's see. Did we get a replay? No. And now the game's done. It's done. You can't really do much. The only shot from here was like this and pray to God, I think. Yeah, no, it hits, which it didn't used to. You used to be able to get up from there. That was not an end-all, be-all spot. Now I don't think you can. Why did it... All right. Oh, well, we're going to start again. We'll start again and grab the right bag this time. Okay, I got to ask. Oh, because it's behind. I can't see it from the shot. I can't see it from where I'm looking. And it's a C2-ish type shot, a C2, 2.5-ish type shot. You're never going to be able to get back. Ugh. And then look at this. There, this is on the green. Oh, it's the same damn machine, man. I don't understand. In fact, if I was buying a Go, I would want the PGA one. It's a better piece of hardware. It really is, and it's future-proof. So you're good there. I wish it had the screen on it still, because that was the point of it, so that you could play it mobile. I mean, let's be honest. When I saw it the first time, I laughed my ass off. I thought it was ridiculous. But it does have its place. I'm not going to say it doesn't. We'll make sure on Tuesday, on whatever daily's there, we'll go through and we'll play with it a little bit more and work on fulls a little bit. But this doesn't really have it, because it's not the shots that we're hitting, as much as we have an idea. Repeating a full cut hammer 2.5 is really hard, right? It's hard to do, right? Chris, and I don't know why. I don't know what it is. I don't know why what made the fun be gone. Yeah, exactly, Bryce. I don't get it. I really don't get it, guys. I really don't understand that one bit. I mean, that's as close. That's goddamn near a perfect 180. A little bit off. I don't understand. The other ones were off. That was 142. Why is that one? That was like 10 yards short. It's stuff like that that didn't look right, did it? I don't know there, man. Like that one kind of would have been like, wow, really? Imagine if that was the first time I hit the shot, then I would have been going. Now, if I would have hit that the first time, I would have gone, oh shit, I got to hit a 5-wood on this. And now it totally changed the setup for me. I lit that one. I don't have a goddamn clue how that didn't get there. And I didn't change my bag again anyway, so we're going to do it now. But watch, if I don't finish the round, I'll have to do it every round. That just... There we go. All right, so... Did I not? I mean, did I back? Well, let's try not backing it up this time a little. I swear I moved it all the way right every other time. Oh, God. And now I'm trying to hit... God damn it. But yeah, do you guys understand, like, see, like, how a little glitch now has made me fucked up? Like, I don't know what is true. Was it wrong the first time that it flew so far? Or was it right the first time and the second time was wrong? Now I'm overhitting it, trying to make sure I got it, like, rather than... So now, instead of getting mad, what I do is I just quit. I just walk away, right? Why keep playing? Why, Before I would get mad and say, I'm going to fuck this. I'm going to get this. Now I'm just like, I don't want to deal with that. I also hate that you change the ball, so now you have to hit harder. All right, let's get the... What the fuck? Guys, show's over. I'm not teaching this stuff if they can't get it. If they can't give me the same setup. I don't... Right? This hole wasn't even the first hole, was it? We were playing a rattlesnake hole for... Yeah, guys, I'm going to quit. I quit. I'm going to not stream anymore tonight. I tell you this right now. I won't quit streaming. Oh, I did? No. Did I switch to events? Did I switch to events? If I switched to events, I might have, but I didn't realize the event had the same... Oh, yeah, it probably is the event. Wait, is it? No, this is events. I'm almost positive he's right. I'm pretty sure this is events. Let's see. Good call on that. I would have left... I'm pretty sure this is events, right? Good. Wow. Woof, that would have pissed me off. Okay, good. It's the event. Yeah, no. Okay, so this one's a little different. We want to hit the rock a little short so it kicks up into the left. This is a hard-ass setup. This is a hard-ass setup to get close on. You're going to have a chip. So we're going to half cut it, high T bite. I want it to cut to the right, to the left of the gully to hit the inside wall, the wall that's closest to my marker on the left. That way it can shoot back at the hole, if that makes sense. I didn't get it. See how that side kicks that way? And now what? Oh, God. Do you guys want me to get mad? Why? What's the wager that says this putt does not get to the hole? I don't think this has any possibility of making it to the hole. What do you guys think? What do we think here? I don't think there's any way this can be made. Oh, it got there! Or did it? No, it didn't. Because if you made that out to the line, if I went out on the line to fight that right 4, it would have been up 4. It would have been up 7 on that other line. That putt wasn't makeable. I mean, maybe there's a 1% spot in there that it could have gone in, but why is that a thing? And no, it fails. It's not a distance that fails. It's a distance in relationship to slope. It really is. But I don't care. Hi, Jason. How's it treating you overseas, my man? You haven't seen me a bit. I've been out of it. Do I even really want to play this? No, I'll go back to the daily. Fuck it. We'll just keep dumping money into the pots for you guys. But it's just, it's things like that. Why do I want to test putting again? Because I already knew this was a thing before they changed it, and now it's worse. Craig, 100%. Well, what's worse, though, is that the person that is on the exact same line as you 5 feet further can make it no problem, right? It can make it no problem. So, I'm sorry, that is not a skill contest now. You are going to into the realm of having a coin flip in there. That makes it not. It's a gambling game now. It's a gamble, not a skill game. That makes it. Wow. Oh, fuck yeah. That's awesome, man. I would be happy to see you if I was near you. Hi, Kegs. How you doing, brother? All right, let's try this again. We're not even going to get aggressive and go. We're going to go straight line. What happens on dailies, right? Any putt in the limit range, in the 0 to 143 feet, you should be able to get it there. On a flat green, let's say. If you have a max of 143 feet, that's fine. That's tenable to know, right? But having it be 143 feet, but different max at 140, like, eh. Okay, I now, that one has a cut on it. That clearly has a little cut. Oh, the change, that's not even really changing a yard, Gravy. It's when you're right in the middle of a pixel kind of thing, and where it sets up on a different pixel. It happens all the time. It really does. 1 yard difference is not changing anything for me. It's a different hole or a different pin location. That's not good. So now I can't get it there. When I got it there, no problem the first 2 times. I can't imagine that I hit him. But yeah, 1 yard wouldn't make this a change at all, right? Because we were sitting there, we were landing over the rough onto the green. I'm. But yeah, this is my carry. Now that last one had a little bit of. Are we saying that I hit those first 2 dead perfect? We moved it all the way front this time, but now I bet I hit the rock. Let's try it again, right? No, bullshit. Look at how bad that 180 was, and that got there. That got there no problem, and that was the worst 180 of all of them. I am so goddamn confused right now. That doesn't make sense. that was the biggest. Guys, I apparently don't know Golden Tee like I think. All right, let's get this one at least. God, I want to try it this way to see if I get a better result. I didn't cut it enough. Fuck. Actually, I think I'm going to play it that way from now on. Oh, God. So terrible. I'm sorry. I'm frustrated. I'm angry. I'm frustrated. Do you have new updates on your machine? What do you mean new updates? Oh, 08? Yeah, well, if it's letting me play without being on the right update, it should be 0.08. Yeah. Oh, whoops. I couldn't see it. Let's see. Yeah, we're on 08. That's the furthest, that's the most recent, unless something changed, right? Yeah, once again, I gave up already on it. I would hope that they have gotten past the fact that people were playing in contests while on a different update. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so I got a question, right? Did you guys, somebody just messaged me. I almost don't want to say this over the air because it feels like we'll get nickel and dime then. Now I don't know how to play this. I really don't. I'm really confused now. Are you on commercial? Because that was a thing today. Something was wrong, and it was causing that. Okay, again, guys. That was less off, but why is it? It's the same shot. It ended up the same. Something is not on home PGA or. All right, let's. God, I don't like this. Okay, we're gonna try a different way altogether. We're gonna do the full with the 6 and play it to get onto the rock and have it bounce up towards it. That's the play. That's the easier play, guys. So that's what we're going to use from now on. That's our shot. Makes that a lot easier than having a right 8 chip. Did it change? No, it did keep my bag. That's awesome. All right, we're going for it again. Okay, that hit something really early. What the fuck did that hit? No, that... Oh, God, this is bad, guys. Really bad. I think it's telling me the 9 will not be getting over this, but we're going to try it anyway. Here we go. What other play could we have tried here? Well, that would have been the other play to try, right? That would have been fun. Hey, Neil, what's up, buddy? Oh. I noticed I just quitting. It doesn't matter. All right, we're going to play this whole one out. see what score we get. There's really not fulls to fuck with here. God, am I bad. All right, golf for prizes, daily contest. No, that was a 7-iron, Jack. Jesus. I just don't know with what changed. If maybe that surface changed too. I don't know. It's like, hey, guys are getting too good, right? Guys are getting too good. Let's make some small changes that are just going to fucking irk everybody. All right, here we go. Lumpy, it's not going to be a reboot. You're going to have to do a force call. So go into your operator menu and force a call. And now it's hitting it. Okay, that was probably the best 180 of them all, but that one hit the rock. What is going different here? Why is everything different on this hole? What? I'm sorry. I'm fucking totally confused right now. It's not making sense. Yeah, it cuts very similar, Jack, and it keeps a very high backspin rate, slightly less than fairway or first cut. The problem is the distance gets killed. Guys, we're going to stick hole 1, and we're going to stick hole 2, and then I'm just going to lay up on hole 3. How's that sound? And then we'll play it out. I think that's the best way to go. All right, we're getting hole 1, getting hole 2, and then we'll see. I haven't even looked at the leaderboard yet. I don't know what to do now. Do I go further up? Oh, that hurts. That's just bad luck. It's funny, right? It's real funny. We're excited, though. We're happy about it. That was good. At least it got there, right? No, it's not. No way, right? I know. No, it can't. There's no way that's in first. That's a... Because I think I was 5 off. All right, let's get a number up then. Fuck it, let's go. I got a... Oh, God, you got to hit the button. Oh, my God. Now, this isn't working right either. It's weird because the NFC was working flawlessly, right? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, this is very... Oh, yeah, that's true, right? Do I have a different setup than everybody? That's funny if I do. If I'm the only one that's getting this, right? Oh, God, I didn't move it up at all. Fuck. Oh. Whew. Now, see, you know what's weird? Ah, okay. Really, non-drivable part area. All right, we're going to go with the shot we hit last time. Oh, that got a bad bounce. All right, same result, right? I can't make those chips, guys. I'm sorry, I just can't anymore. It's even fucking, it's worse now. I don't understand these half the time anymore. I hate to say it, if you're not a click chipper, you're probably having issues like me. Guys, these are things that were standard. I mean, that chip was never a gimme by any means. I'll say that. It was never an easy chip, but I guess, I mean, 1 out of 3. It was probably 1 out of 2 before. It hit the rock. Oh, I know backspin chips. Aim. Backspinning chips is a negative because it makes the ball hop, and there's a chance that one will bring more rollovers in play, as well as bringing the bounce because of the bounce. Okay. Wow, dude, that putt almost missed. I don't even want to win this one. I just want to put up a number. Oh no, I threw it way too far out. What are you? Oh, I got lucky. Good. Woo! Okay, I thought I wasn't going to get over that edge. That was bad, but we're good. Dude, that putt almost didn't get out either. What? Yeah, maybe, Dave. Okay, let's go for the layoff spot, right? You got 2 options. You can put it out here on this island, which in this case it might be the best shot because you're going over everything, but you got a lot of green to work with. Or you could bang like a C3 down here and then have a shot in. We're going to go over to here. The key is you got to make sure you're deep enough so you're not close enough to the edge. That's fine. I got lucky, but I don't know how that thing went so far. All right, we'll get our eagle, right? There we go. We're good. God, if I backspun that had a good opportunity to go in. All right, let's get this bad boy. Gordy, let me know if you're seeing setups that you didn't have. Now, I know I don't think that backspin is going to make a difference here. This might be, but we got on with backspin and did not get on with bite. Now we know the height stays the same, and that's verified via code as well. The height is the same, but maybe it cuts more. I don't know. But we're going to try it. Okay. Wow. That might be, we might be on to something there. That might be something we need to look at. Does spin change that ball flight? Is a backspin full cut the same as a bite full? Let's see if I got a shush still. God, I'm nervous. Still got the eagle. Huge, huge, huge. All right, this is an instant layup. We already know that. I like that. Pretty smooth. Got a lot of leeway to make that one and not fuck it up. All right, we went deep. We took the 10.5 over the top. Oh, that would have been nice. What was drive on hole 4? No, the 6 wood around the over the top. No, I hit backspin on it. It really won't make a difference where we're hitting. It's really all about on the spot of the rock you're hitting. You'll see a flat part that actually makes it bounce higher and land soft. All right, so this way was on and safe. Let's try it again. We'll go backspin because we want a first bounce to be high. Wow! No, it's a backspin 10.5. Backspin 10.5. Okay, so guys, that almost was bad, but if you noticed, it never hit the rock wall, so it kept its spin off all the bounces through the rough and almost shot me back in the water. So the straight 3-wood shot, I feel like, is going to be the safest one. Yeah, obviously, it might not be a double eagle every time. Now, see, I always learned when it was not drivable, I always went here because then I'm hitting the same shot as if it was drivable. So it's the shot, like, I want to have the same shots, whether I have to hit there in 1 or 2, you know, like it makes it, you become familiar with something and know when all of the obstacles are in play. I want to do that. All right, so we are 23. We're killing it, guys. We got this one. We're going to put up our number here. Oh, God. Such a friendly setup here. And I fucked up. Whew. Wow, that's bad. That was a bad one. Well, I guess we could say, I mean, look, somebody's showing me a shot that they're sticking that one that I laid up on. I'd love it. I mean, I do have a shot I can stick it. It's just a crapshoot. All right, this time we're on the fairway. So now we're good. We don't care if this lands a little short, but we just don't want it to hit the rock because then we lose our spin. So I'm actually going to hit this because I know if I hit it solid, I'm not going over the green. I can't even land fringe and go wet. I'm just being as safe as possible here. If I would have nuked that ball, that looked like that would have carried it because that was only 130 and it almost did. Yeah, this isn't really there. I mean, honestly, if we were looking at a setup that it's as close to there as it could be, it would be this with a non-wind, with a full wind ball. Because if you look on the reeds on these bamboo things, the side stalks are non-existent. It's only the up and down stalk that's in play. So you could hit a shot straight through here and not hit anything. Is it? I'm not ever. There's only one person ever to ace this hole, and that's Godfrey got this one. God damn it. All right. I'm going to let it run. I'm just not, and it's weird. I'm not being confident with my rollout on shots with Stouts being a different ball now. All right, so this was the one we hit it with a medium tee last time, and that didn't work. So we're gonna go with the low tee. We gotta roll it. Gotta have roll. I mean, release would work too. got me, bro. Do we think that was easy? Woo! That felt nice. Okay, so this one, I'm going to just tell you guys, with a right to left wind that is almost not zero, this shot isn't there. So we got to go with the other way. And that's just flipping a driver into the rock. And I play that fast because if I sit and try to aim it, there's no doubt that I hit the wrong spot. Oh, come on! God! Ah. I tell you what, when they put this at the end of the round, this hole makes me so goddamn nervous. I can muscle spasm that and miss the wall. I can hit a little saw, overcut it. It's always... This is going to be the one that gets me. I don't know a way to get up and down when it's like this. I really don't have a good shot coming in. I mean, I guess what I did last time might be my only option, right? If I hit an A1 from here, I'm going to go in the rough. So I tell you what, let's play it where we did. Oh yeah, I'm going to hit it here if I get a straight line through, which I didn't. Nope. So we'll lay up, we'll get our birdie. We'll get our birdie, and maybe eagle. This might be a hole out type spot. One tot, two tot, three tot, blue tot. Need a flu shot. One. I can take the birdie there. Whew. Oh, sweet. Okay, so 10 in her face. I would love to hit the 10, the 9.5, the 10.5. I think that might be short though. So we'll go with the high T 9.5. And that's why we have the 3 driver back. All right, we'll that's acceptable to me. I really don't like that I'm not eagling 17 on Sequoia. Fuck it. I can't think that that one's not going to be up there. So isn't this supposed to be the same setup as the Freaky Friday on commercial as well? You have, Rodney. More importantly, you've seen what I've made others do for Klondike bars. I don't understand about this. So typically I'm the Klondike bar giver. Yeah, is that the same? All right, well, so we got a way to see Freaky Friday. It's not really anything but playing the shots over and over again, but you're kind of gathering some data on things, right? You're finding some data that you're gathering. Like, okay, and if you notice, when I played the cuts, I tried to do fulls completely because I can repeat that pullback every time I do it. If I'm doing a half cut and trying to finesse something and I ace it, well, cool, I got an idea on what I got to do, but you know how hard it is to get your angle dead perfect, your forward swing dead perfect with the same speed? It's almost impossible. But if we take one of those out and make that thing be the same, it's why thumb shots are so good, because you're getting rid of that variable. Well, fulls are getting rid of a variable too. It's just changing your shot angles coming in. So you're getting used to it a bit, right? Hey, you too, Jack. Have a good day, bud. All right, let's because I don't want to gather data today. So let's just play a couple more games. I really was going to go long, but this is just frustrating. I want to see what we're doing in relation to other people, but if other people aren't playing the same setup as me, what the fuck's the point? Right? What is really the point? I don't really want to go into it until I'm assured, until I know that the game is solid. But I mean, I don't know if we're ever going to get there, to be quite frank. Do we want to take a look at the event for the week? Yeah, let's. I've already DNF'd it once. You got to see hole 1. All right, 305. What is it? Okay, so the pins up close. Now we got a different setup here. Now, this might have changed a little bit, but generally, anytime I'm in the 300 range, I want to go dead straight, right? With the 5-wood. The 5-wood will clear anything, but as you start getting over to the high peak on the right, this is going to be a little challenge, though, because we know our carry distance went down, but this is slightly downhill. We got a slight outwind. I think we're going to be fine. I might hit the rock coming down, though, and shoot across the green. I have the same chip that we just had 5 times in a row. My goal here is to hit in the rough to the right of the pin, and if we can get a look on the flyby, I don't know if we're going to see it, and it's not there. But there's a bush in front of it that I like to hit short and hit it, because then it'll kick up soft or leave me a straight down 9 from the rough. Wow. Okay, wait a minute. What the fuck? Can anybody go back and see what my total distance, what my distance was on that? I thought my carry distance said 297 where it landed. But it was past the hole, which was 308. Uh-oh. Oh. But, okay, so now I know this is a little weird to think about, but the straight line on the pin was 308, if I remember correct, right, Chris? How am I past the hole by 30 feet with the distance being the same as the distance that the hole was, right? Or am I missing this? Did I move it forward and it was 302 then, not 308? But again, now we get the same hole here. This is a little bit okay, got you. So it was 308 at the start. Okay, so then that makes more sense. Okay, good. I just making sure. But on this setup, it's a little different than what we saw on the Freaky Friday, right? Because that pin was right at the mark of 290. So if we think about it, and it's approximately level a little higher. What we wanted to do is we want the ball to hit with any trajectory into the hill in front of it. It'll bounce up, especially with an outwind. Now here, though, I have to soften this quite a bit, or else I'll miss the hill coming in. I'll hit the green on a fly, and then I'm wet. So it's a question here. Backspin will make it bounce better off the hill, but it'll make that first hop carry. I'm going to go with bite here. Okay, so we're going to cut it here. We're going to do a little baby cut, throw it out, and then have it hit the hill. Now, it's going to change how hard I have to hit it. The straighter I hit this, I have to hit it not as hard, because obviously straight shot, straight line distance is less than a curve distance, right? I mean, it takes less distance for ball flight to travel than if we're going straight at the pin. So if I cut it more and swoop it out more, I got to hit it a little harder. I'm not going to swoop it much, though. Okay, see, now I fucking... That ball didn't look like it went left at all. Now I'm done. This is like one of the worst drops in Golden Tee. It doesn't look it, but you're totally fucked here. Because you can't cut it. It lines you up not at the pin for some ungodly reason. I think the only way to get this on from here really is to go between the two trees, and we'll try it once. Oh, but we're short. Yeah, dude. Fucking. I'm sorry, but why wouldn't you get re-teed on that hole? That's always been an issue. Like, what? Why would I be dropped back here and not take a re-tee? Wouldn't that be my option in real golf? Like, I could take a penalty and re-tee that. So I'm guessing though. Now, I bet they for the commercial one they didn't change it. This we're doing events. We'll play one more of these and see what we get. That shot didn't seem like it did what I hit. I don't know. That just looked like it had a deep snap right away, and I had a little cut and threw it out left like I wanted to at over 125. And that just didn't seem to be right. All right, 314. Pin is in the middle. We just saw when it started at 308, we got it there. We're going to go from over here. We're going to make it as short as possible. I didn't realize how bad they're offsetting you on this hole now. It wasn't always this bad. We're going to do the same thing. We'll backspin this one, get it over. Oh, I understand. But that one, like, I don't even want to drop. Like, that's one that you shouldn't have a drop. It should have just been a re-tier. You're not supposed to know that, Gordy. It's absolute nonsense, right? It really is. I mean, we've had these same problems happen multiple times. What in the world are we doing to fix it? That's it. I don't understand. I don't understand. And now this falls to leadership because it's really, if the same issues keep occurring, well, why? I don't know about you guys in your professional lives, but my God, if you made the mistakes on a daily basis that this company does, wouldn't you not have a job anymore? I'm just worried. I'm wondering, or am I being too hard on them? All right, remember the high T 8.5 will stay under this. High T 9.5 is going to hit. Okay, we get that set up there. Guys, I know this is funny, but isn't this the same, almost the same? It's the same holes as the event, right? All right, we're going to do the backspin thing again and try this again. That might be the worst thing that could have happened. If that goes water there, you're actually not I'm fucked. This is going to be bad. I don't really have much option. Well, I think that, Gordy, I believe they're supposed to both break the scoreboard. But there's no naming conventions on it anymore either. The website looks like it doesn't look good at all. Just another thing, like, how in the world have we had four? I mean, they said it. This is not me. It's been a request for 10 years, right? If you spent 1 minute a day on this for 10 years, it would be the most impressive game mode that we've ever seen. Again, this is there's setups now. I don't really know where to go, but I think this one now, I don't think I'm getting it deep enough to get around, but I think there's a spot if I'm, which is weird because I don't think I ever had to do this one time without tees or balls. Like, I don't think there was ever a problem getting there. All right, we're okay. We'll catch them here. 2 strokes on these kind of courses is not a big deal. 390, wind in the face, nothing special here. And I'm being lazy. Probably should have dropped down to a 5-wood, but laziness. I'm a lazy guy. Oh my God. Mm-hmm. I think we need hole outs. What do you guys think? I think we need to start pounding these. Guys, if I had a wind ball, this is on. I think this got a chance. If I was playing a Titan, I think this would have a chance. Got to carry about 365, hit the front sand. But watch, that one would hit the front sand and then roll backwards because the sand wouldn't be sticky. Hi, Dave. Yeah, so now I feel bad. Like, what is the point of that? Okay, so now we get the different look on this. Now, how I'm going to play this when I can't drive it or get real lucky. I hate to say it, from a setup similar to this, it can be drivable still. If you were slightly closer here, you could hit an A1 with the 10.5 high T. We're going to hit it here, and I'm going to backspin it. But if we were slightly closer, you'd see, and the angle would be better. No, here's my guess, Gordy. They saw it, right? They saw it and recognized that commercial people have no access to reboot or to force a call, so they switched it to the one that it was on, the wrong one to begin with. So I'm guessing they have the one that you played first. All right, just my opinion, just my guess, because you know if you have to tell fucking people to force a call on a commercial machine, then you know you can't, right? Because we can't. We don't have access. So that would be my guess, is that the commercial daily, my guess is that it's what you played on earlier. That's just a pure blind guess, though. Let's use my heavy rough thing here, right? So heavy rough, before starts distance got nerfed a little bit. Heavy rough from 2, I played the club that was right closest to it by distance. That's its closest to on the 275 on the actual club, right? But we got an outwind and we're higher, so we'll go down to a 4 and we'll hit it with bite. And I bet that's pretty good. Why did I lay off of it? Yeah, I laid off of it. I hit it like a bitch. But I don't know how to play that putt either, right? Because that one came off and played like... But that's because it was an up 3. I just don't know. And I know more about the putting than most everybody, and I don't have a clue. I really don't have a clue anymore. I have an idea, but even my ideas are quite off sometimes with it. I can pretty much tell you when I know a putt can't get to the hole, though. But, I mean, it just hurts me. It hurts my pride, and it hurts my place, and it makes me realize that they don't take what I say seriously then, because I gave the data explaining the problem, and I gave a couple of very easy fixes in order to make it happen. And clearly not addressed at all. So I don't know why I love all you guys, but I don't know why I would really want to keep spending so much time on something that just isn't very good, I guess is the word I'd like to say. Okay. Guys, I gotta take this. Give me 1 second, okay? I'm gonna throw it to. I'll be right back. Very sorry about that, guys. I'm here still, though. Let's get this. Let's get this. All right, so I got this aced on me in a money game once by Brian Bernhardt. I don't think this is going to get on, but I might be able to get in the sand, but most likely I'm going to be short into the dirt or to the dirt, the mud or the dirt. But if we look, we got a lot of green to play with going that way, where the pin is. So I'm not too concerned if that happens. If there was very few, not much depth on my shot there, I probably wouldn't do this. But this is going to be fine, even if the worst result happens. Okay, now this is going to be. This is the guessing game, right? And oh god, now this is where the physics is the worst thing ever. How I hit that shot, there's no possible way a ball could have stopped here. But now what we have, though, is you see now we got a little wall in front of us, too, that shouldn't be there. That's supposed to be grass, right? Or heavy rub. Not a solid wall. Let's see if we can make anything happen here. Woo! Whoa. Now, what I've been doing on those to make them tenable is I pull back a lot farther than what I was used to. The problem is then, if you know by click chipping, if you pull back further, you get you can hit it a lot harder at the same speed. So you got to be very careful of that. I mean, that thing could have flown over the goddamn hole if I pulled it back another click or two. But it's one of the things that we're having to come up with we have to figure out. Because of an asinine change for no goddamn good reason, right? Goddamn. We need this to really be under. Yeah, no, that's not possible. But we still go to the same island on this, right? I still go here. Even if I go over it, it's not impossible, but we always want it to be on the fairway because we're on a down 8 spot. We want to be able to backspin it. Okay, so now we got this shot again. Guys, I hate to say it. Now we moved back. You notice how we're past the halfway mark? So the bottom edge of these trees could come into play with this. So we want to make sure we have a little cut. Now, it needs backspin, though, right? Because if I hit this with something other than backspin, it probably doesn't clear the second wall. So we're going to try to get it up there again. 3-wood, backspin. I want to cut it a little bit. I like that play because it's a lot safer. Now, if I had a full wind ball, I have a totally different shot there that I play it into the wall because it hits the wall and shoots way in the air. And with that wind, it would have pushed it out right at the pin. Hey, Bill, how you doing, sir? Boom, 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 boom. Okay. A different look. But we're going to run into the same issues, right? The high T5 is going to get over the trees. Are we able to get it around it? That's awful close. If I can get this full out, I'm fine. But now does it come back in enough? We don't have a great game going, so let's try it, right? And it caught. It caught, but we caught the one high branch, right? Bad luck, but great shot. We got a good shot there. Did it bounce away? It did. Did it bounce away enough? No, we're fucked. We are so absolutely... There is nothing I'm going to do here. I don't know. There is not... I really don't have much for you there. I've played Skipper Ripper quite a bit back in the past, mostly at NIV. Okay, good. I might get this eagle anyway. Oh. Ah, shit. Okay, again, we can't get this one. The wind is right to left. Let me hit the shot, though, so we can kind of get an idea with it, right? I'll hit the 4, the 6 here, but you guys, the 6 or the 5 get high enough. And I'm trying... So, you see, I got to get it into the rock more. It shoots up in the air. I want to re-tee it. Yeah, I'm going to fall so far out. Oh, but, hey, you know what? Actually, we might be able to make an eagle out of this. Or make a birdie out of this still. I think we got a chance, actually. I think we do. Let's hit it with no spin and try to make it. We tried, right? Yeah, this game's done. We'll go for it one more time. I want to get one of these setups to be a little different. Oh, yeah. So Skip, when I played Skipper, if you know what the 1 through 5 game is, it's $1 a stroke to everyone above you, $2 every great shot, $3 every hole out, $4 every hole in one, and then $5 to the winner. Well, I mean, the times that I've played with Skipper, he won't get in. He stays out of the 1 and the 5 and just plays the 2, 3, 4. The money games that we play are not a design. There can be times when we're playing to basically take someone's will to live, but most of the time it's just a fun game, a little bragging rights type thing. We call the shit genocide. All right, let's see if we can finish one of these. Yeah, that. Oh. Well, thank you, Dr. Larock. God, I don't know how much. I don't know how much longer without. I mean, with the little issues all over the place. Okay, so Eric, the prizes are a little different. We don't have like a live contest where you can play over and over again and get filled in. We have invites, and yes, those are prizes with it. Unfortunately, they're only funded in credits. For almost there's only a few people that actually matters to, because I mean, generally most people are not making money at home, but I've gotten to the point where it's just throwing it away because I can't do anything with it. Oh, God damn it. Because my big wheels. That's a 6 mil. Yeah, but so now the credits, I've been asking for a very long time to see if they can be used for purchasing updates or gift cards or things like that. They cannot, but they can be used to pay for anything Golden Tee. Like, my credits look the same at the bar as they do anybody with player account wallet, and they function exactly the same. I just can't cash them out. So when I go to cash out, I'll have a cash balance and a credit balance. And the only thing I can cash out is the cash balance. Now somebody who's playing commercial as well as their home edition, it doesn't matter. It washes out. It rolls right over. But I don't play commercial. I don't remember the last time I played commercial. I honestly think the last time I played a commercial game would have been Wisconsin. No, maybe right when the courses came out. I think I went and played a couple of games. All right, let's see if we get this one. So now where that pin is, this shot's going to suck even if we get it on. That putt is going to be the kind of putt we all hate. Why is that not going out anymore? That's 2.5 at 140. That's right what I wanted. All right. Well, at least this time I'll be in position for a birdie, possibly. Possibly. I might get an eagle here. Fuck it. Let's get the eagle anyway. Oh, no, I'm sorry. A double eagle. Never fails, though, right? Ah! But now we have the daily. The daily contest, if you look early in the stream, that's brand new. So that's now, we just got that on Home Edition, and Money Shot will be coming as well, too. Guys, there's one thing. Okay, I'm going to just go out and say it. We can discuss this. There's one thing that I'm actually kind of happy about with the daily. If you guys notice, we're not paying for balls on it or tees. That's kind of nice. My guess is that's an oversight. There's a buy-in. The invites you set up through the app, and you get to pick whatever you want the buy-ins. But if you saw just now, like for the daily and the events, it's typically $1 to the prize pool and then 50 cents to IT. With the invites, it's whatever prize amount you have, and IT puts a 50 cents on everybody for using it. So it's whatever stakes you want to have. I wish there were, and hopefully at some point, other than daily and event, there's a mode that you could fill in and just play, like maybe have a where it's like a lobby type thing. That would be awesome. But as of right now, you have to be friends of the app in order to set up an invite with someone. That's probably the worst thing about invites, I would say. Maybe somebody else has one that's worse. Yeah, this is a great place to put it. Now, like we said before, we watched this. You get good spin out of the dirt. I mean, look at that. That backed up, right? Like that backed up with a thumb shot. We really shouldn't be expecting that out of bad surfaces. 460 with an outwind. Not quite there, and I'd be baffled. I don't think I've ever gotten it there with stouts. But I really like putting it right here, right? If you just aim for that bush, even if you land in the bush, it goes invisible. So we're going to go with my theory. We're going to go with the heavy rough club. And I'm going to play the 3-wood this time. So, and look at that. Speed is dead on. I could have nutted that. I should have just hit it harder. Oh, you know why it was short last time? It's because I didn't even take into account the stout loss. The loss in the stout distance. So maybe find the club and then go up one, and that's your right club. Now, again, on this hole, I will always put the tee shot to where the shot would be where you're driving the hole from. Why? Because that's the setup I want. I've hit the shot before. I want to have that shot, and I want to get better at this shot for when I'm hitting it when it's a drivable par 5 look. Plus, you're almost always a straight line in from there. The only thing I screw up on that is sometimes I'll miss the little patch because it doesn't show up on the overhead very well. All right, let's let this go. But if you're in the looking for a machine of some sorts, we have a really good group. Not only are they, a great group of guys as a company, but they're also good friends, and I like to call them part of the GoldenTeeTV family. They come to tournaments. It's Brian Roski and Adam Fitzgerald, and that's FS Gaming. If you're looking for a machine, I can't recommend anyone else higher. There's a few people, if you're doing customized stuff, that I would want to get you in touch with, or after work type stuff that are better. But when it comes to supporting, getting you a machine, supporting everything that comes about it, they're fucking spot on. Except when it's my fucking wedding and one of them backs out when they're the one bringing the machines to my wedding. That's the only problem. The FS Gaming fails on that. Again, this hole can be drivable. Not today. It's a doubtful one with stouts. To be quite frank, I haven't driven it since we've gotten a home edition. But I drove it quite a few times when the course was out. So I don't know. I'm not quite sure why now I can't do it. Okay, same thing. Same island I want to go to. Pins in the bottom left. Okay, so 292, pins at the bottom. We still kind of want to go with the same theory I had on my last one. I don't want to have to fuck with this wall. So let's go with the 4. We're going to bite it. And almost straight. We're going to just let it run down there. Nice and soft. Be simple. Be easy. Okay, this is a little different. We got a wind in our face. So is that shot going to work? I don't know. Is the 3-wood going to get far enough up the wall? And is the 10.5 going to clear? If not, let's just go with this. High T3, full C, throw it right some. And you I mean, that's just bad. I mean, literally almost impossible that I hit the one tree twice with full cuts. A little crazy. Let's see if this will work. I know that I've got it. Let's try the 9. But you can't, you got to backspin it. Come on. Keep going. Okay, it still can. Good. All right, so it's a 9 backspin. Nice. Okay, good. We only lost it. We didn't lose any. Again, right to left wind makes the shot a lot harder. So I'm winning it, the contest right now. Let's make sure to get the eagle. That way I'm not losing. We're going to go from this side just to show you guys the other look. We showed you the other layup spot the first time. And this one's not really hard. It's just getting it out there as far as you can. And now I got a clear lane in from the fairway. On this setup, I probably would have gone out to the other island and then I could have floated a shot in at the hole. Right now, I'm basically just putting it on and getting my eagle. I'm not going to try to make this because if we look, I just know, look at the walls on this. If I back this off, I'm going to sit right against the wall in the sand, stuck on an angle. The chip was almost going to be impossible. Now, before, I would have gone at this hard all of the time because it would have backspun, it would have come back a little bit, and I'd make that chip probably 9 out of 10. Now I won't make that chip. I'll make that chip 1 out of 10. I still should have backspun that. That was just a bad shot, but I didn't want to go short. It just sucks. A lot of the things in the game, a lot of the changes that have occurred lately are been stuff that just kill, that like are right on where I got my advantage over people. Right to left wind, can't do it. I want a left to right wind on one of these. Really, I do. Oh, shit. Ooh. Guys, just get an idea of what I'm shooting at there. There is a little black X that's made on the rock formation. It's kind of tough to see what I'm talking about, but it's got to be to the left of that, and then it's got to be right of the middle where we are. So you got a decent sized gap, but if you get to the black X, it comes straight back at you, and if you go too far left, you then hit the rock going by, and it can be really bad. Why didn't I bite that? I'm dumb. So we got the eagle. All right, what do we got on 18? This is fine. Now, technically, I'm laying up for eagle here. But look at this shot. That's as good. This is as big as the hole can be. I mean, but I'm winning the tournament. If I wasn't, fuck, I'd be going for that all day. But this is great because we got a lot better angle and it's a lot shorter. So my approach is going to be where my second shot almost came from. So now I got a lot more green to work with, and I got a lot more I can cut around. Now this sucks not having my 4-iron, but it's fine. I'm happy. There we go. I thought for sure that putt was going to miss. Oh, okay. So we took a substantial lead at the end. All right, let's get one more. Let's take a look at some invites here and see what we got. I'm not going to dive into doing any of the testing tonight. I really just I don't want to. I don't want to. Because my hope is I don't want to go through with all this stuff because I hope that they know there's problems. I would like to hear somebody like acknowledge it and say, hey, we're working on it. Cool. That doesn't happen. But I don't want to spend the time on getting data on things if it's going to change right away. And it needs to. It really does. But let's take a look and see what courses we have. All right, what do we got in here? We're going to go with new courses for now. Let's do it. Let beat Mao. That's me, Beatty, and Setiak. This is I've been playing these very poorly lately and donating them money. My boy Sixto. Okay, when it's a left or right wind, that's when I'm going to do the C3 in. I'm always worried that I'm not going to get the C3 out and it's going to snap back in. I don't expect this to get on, but I expect myself to have a 30-yard shush. Or I'm in the lava. Oh, no, I got a good one. That's going to be fine. We're going to get a shush for eagle. And for those of you that are watching that don't know what we're doing there, we're basically hitting the ball forward as soft as it can go. It will travel about 20% of the distance, and it's kind of very easy to aim. So once you can get down with hitting a ball straight at the shortest, you take away all chipping on flat chips, that is. Oh wow, that ball carried a lot more than I thought it would with that outwind of 9. I gotta thumb that shit. I gotta say, this hole gives me problems sometimes. I started going to a high tee and hitting it hard. At first I was hitting a 10.5 and getting kind of screwed with a bounce and backspin, yada, yada, yada. But if we hit a high tee, all I got to do is play the break of the green a little bit. And that's perfect. Good. Ah! Okay, how aggressive do we want to get here? We got lava short. The old stouts, I'd probably thumb this with bike, but I think a thumb shot with that is short with new stouts. Oh, gave it a ride. We gave it a chance. Okay, good. I liked it. This is actually one of my favorite holes on this course. I was hitting low tees and bouncing it off the hill. And then one time I accidentally hit low tee and I was like, wait a minute, that gets through, no problem. Why am I bothering? All right, let's let this thing naked. Not too much wind. I played too much wind. God, that line was thick. Speed felt really good. Okay, right 4. I'm going to try a little bit kooky here. I needed to get that right a little bit more. This one gets me now. What I'm finding is the carry distance is almost the same with high or medium T. So if I had an outwind here, I'd probably think of medium T in this. But I don't think I can fly this green even now with new stuff. So I think this will sit on the back of the green, I think. Okay, barely got there. Good. All right, that's even better, right? Now, are we calling that one better with getting one from a? It was not. Well, I bet it was drivable with Titans. I bet Suniac cut it on it, to be honest with you. And he didn't have any risk because with the wind being full, his isn't going to cut. The wind's going to hold it from going in the lava, so you don't have to really. Oh my, that was a bad. I cut that thing really bad and hit it really hard. What is that? Oh, I feel bad. Nobody's got any questions today. I feel like I'm just talking to talk, which I really am just talking to talk. Hey, what's up, George? Oh, excellent, George. I appreciate it, man. Where are you from? I mean, because I've been playing for over 20 years, so... It's funny how random I've ran into some people that I had met decades ago, you know? Well, thanks for viewing, man. We appreciate you. Oh, okay. Well, hey, George, you got a bunch of people in that area here. In fact... I am maybe one of the Michigan guys. I'm a Midwesterner, but I don't know Michigan very well. I do know that it's only a 7-hour drive or 9-hour drive from here to there, because I've been looking at it. But Kalamazoo, I think that's near like Beatty in them, right? Oh, I do too. 17's a bitch. I got it down pretty safe. It's just sometimes it's not a good look. Oh God, come on! I didn't aim that right at all. I hit that dead straight, but I wouldn't have had the line right either. But we've got a bunch of people that are in here that watch the show. A bunch of Michiganders. In fact, the invite that I'm playing, I always get confused where Beatty's at. But as Michigan goes, you'd have to say that Beatty, the guy in this one, is the best player I'm playing in Michigan. Not to mention he's one of the best dudes you'll ever meet. So if you're really getting back into it, and you can meet up with some of these people, they're very helpful. Oh my God! Okay, I know McClellan very well. Frank jumps in here quite a bit. George. Chad Miller actually selling his machine. I've helped Chad out a bit. Chad's a great dude. Stan Rasmus, that's a blast from the past, man. He kind of fell out of favor for me when he started going into full-on conspiracy theorist and a lot of social justice type views that go against mine. I don't know if that means anything to you, but yeah, those kind of things. But yeah, you had a great group, man. I mean, literally, back 20 years ago, Jeff McClellan was one of the best. I would guess too. That's probably about the time that Haas lived with McClellan, so you might have gotten to meet Ship It too. But he might not have been in Michigan then either. Oh. Yeah, Caesar. Oh my God. See, like that. That putt did not come off at all. That thing came off like I fucking hit it with a limp ass noodle fucking instead of a putter. That's horseshit. That just doesn't make sense. Oh, really? Wow, you're probably a little, I mean, well, we're probably a little over, well, let me guess, let me think here. I got out of the Army in 98. Yeah, 2000. Yeah, you're right. That's probably about right. You got another one of them here. You got another one of them here. And there is a chance that I will be coming that way right around Christmas. So if we do, I'd like to set up, if I get up that way, I'd love to set up something to get some of you guys out. Meet some of the locals that I haven't gotten to meet. And then see a lot of you folks that I've gotten to see at tournaments for decades, you know? That putt just did it again. That putt almost did not go out. 18's one of my problem shots. Does anybody know, does the 5-wood clear it like here from here? I don't know if it does or not. I don't think it gets there on this setup. I'm just curious if anybody had tried it. All right, I'm putting. That's all I wanted. I'm putting. And then that, what the fuck? Why should I have to fucking... Why, after playing the game for 25 years, am I now having to think about putts and not have any confidence in them? I've played 130,000 fucking games, and now putting's a problem. I mean, really, come on. Does that signify that it's the player or that the game has changed? It's really simple here. Plus, everyone says the same thing. Something's fucking not right with this. It's getting really old. I'm gonna play one more game here, though. We'll play another one of the newer ones. I just don't get it. I mean, I've missed more putts nowadays than. Yeah, I mean, less than one a game a lifetime probably, and I'm probably 2 putts a game now on average since things have changed. I don't like it. I don't think anybody likes it. All right, let's play one of the Bonnie Moores, though, and then we're going to call it a night. Go hang out with the wife for a little while. Well, so... Okay, the first thing, George, is there's one part of your bag that I always start with. And that's what club... Hi, Tony. But... it's the club that I prefer to chip with. Now, when I say that, most of us have a base chipping iron that we like to use. And most of them from my day, and probably closer to yours, we were 5 irons, right? A lot of people switch to using a 5 hybrid. I never did. I don't use the hybrids, right? So if I'm building my bag, I start with that club. Then I ask myself, is this bag for a specific course or is this just in general? The specific course one, the next thing I do, because on a specific course, the reason why I'd make a specific bag would be if a course has something, it needs something that I call a specialty club. And here's a good example of it. Rhineland, right? Rhineland on the newest set of tee boxes, I don't know what season it is or what it is now, but it left you to have hole 18 and the railroad track hole where you needed a club that was low and had distance or else you couldn't get there. So on that course, the next club that I'm putting in my bag is the 0 hybrid. then I got to start prioritizing, right? If a specialty course needs 2 clubs that I don't normally use, now I got to figure out, do I go with a 2 driver bag? Do I drop a 5 wood? Do I drop a 4 wood? But in general, all my bags are going to start with this basis. It's going to have my 5 iron. I think only one bag ever that I've ever used did I ever use the 5 hybrid. And that was only because there was a broken thing in the game that hadn't gotten fixed yet. But otherwise, it's always a 5 iron. Then I pick my drivers. So I have 2 bags that I call my standard bags. One has an 8.5 310 driver. The other has a 9.5 300 driver. Very minimal different. The bags are exactly the same other than that. It's just a couple of holes that are easier with the slightly higher lofted driver compared to the lower lofted one. So that, but then this is my basic here. I'm going to have a 3 wood. When I say I have a 3 wood, it's always the 275 yard 3 wood. I'm not saying that the other one is broken. It's different. You've played for 20 years. This is the 3 wood you want because it's the same 3 wood that we played with for 2 decades. Same thing go 4 wood. 4 wood is a luxury club for me, but actually more of an important club. The 5 wood is my luxury one because my first bag playing live and my bag that I used most had a 4 wood and no 5 wood. So that one, but I go 4 wood, 5 wood, 250 yard 5 wood. Once again, not because it's broken, but you've been playing this forever. It's the same one. Use the same thing if I don't have to. Then it's a 6 wood for certain. And my go-to is you're going to have 1 out of the 7, the 8, the 9, because you need a height club to get over things. The 9 wood is almost the same exact distance, even though the numbers are different. They're only a 2 yards difference in carry difference with the carry distance in those. But the 9 wood's height is extremely advantageous. So the 9 wood's the way to go. What you got to learn is the overhead line is not the same relationship to the distance as you're used to. So you're going to have to kind of get used to your distances with the 9 visually and not using the overhead marker. And now I'm going to go with even gaps the rest of the way through. So if you notice, I go from that, which is actually a 200 yard club, to a 180 yard club, to 160. No 6 iron in there because I don't need one every 10 yards. I can do everything that the 6 does with a high T or a low T 7 or 5. So then I go down to the 8. Bit closest to 20 yard gap you can make. Closest to 20 yard gap you can make. And then a G wedge because I can make this do everything that you can with your sand wedge all the way up to basically a 9 iron. Because with roll or spin or things like that, you can basically make this club cover you for everything else. And that's really how I go about building my bags. It's a pretty simple process, but I think it works out very well. I'm sorry to go on too long of a diatribe with it, but in the end, it's really like, okay, use your logic. You got your 2 key points to know. 1, specialty clubs. 2, what you chip with. And then everything else is going to be a very standard thing that you like. So, I mean, like, and you have 10 bags. So if you find that you really want a club on a course, but don't want it on another one, then make another bag, right? Oh, that's kind of awesome. I like that, Tony. That's actually a fun one. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, okay, great. Oh, you're welcome, George. Anytime, man. That's what we're here for. Tony, I would have Jill start playing more, but there's no sense in. I mean, like, it's kind of unfair. It's unfair to have her or for me to like teach friends that haven't played, because it's off-putting for them when they see how easy I can make it look, or doing things that they just can't physically do yet. Jill, for instance, can't hit it hard enough. Right? A new player couldn't hit a spinner, couldn't hit a chug, those kind of things. Oh, come. Oh, I thought it was up. I read that as up too. Fuck. I always go here. If anybody has a different spot that they go in this, let me know if there's anything better about it. I guess that wasn't straight. Good. Okay, so we're downhill with a 6 in our face. Our carry distance before was roughly, there's no way I'm getting that there without 10 and 8.5. We're going to try a medium tee here, though. Watch this, right? Wait. Splitting it. Yeah. Okay, so I mean, this is just like this hole was before. Let's try this. Oh, come on. That shouldn't be short. I wanted that thing to drop. Oh, it's about 30 minutes north of me, Dave. Maybe 40, actually 45. Oh my God. That's a horrible, I just did not hit that ball right. That did not feel good. All right, so now we got to come up with something because that's going to hit those weeds, right? Is that going to hit them now? We're going to pretend like it's not. We're just going to cut it in. Let's see if we get it. It's going to hit it. Yeah, this game's done. All right, we're going to call it a night. I'm done. Thank you. All right, yeah, there we go. Yeah, yeah. Just let me know. Shoot me a text. We'll feel good about it. We're gonna come back. We'll come back live on Tuesday. I'd love to come back on Monday. It just doesn't work out. It really doesn't work out with my schedule anymore. But we'll come back on Tuesday and we will go live. I'm gonna try to be more cognizant of a regular schedule again. I mean, shit, we might just push it to one show a week. That way I can fit it in and then there's no excuse. But I'll try to get back on Tuesday for you guys. And then we can go, Tuesday's a good day. We can we'll take a look at the daily and then we can go through and get our distances down. And we'll do it in a way, the way that we can guarantee that we're correct by only making it be straight shots. Maybe even compare some on a couple of putts with different balls to see if the balls have changed, if the putting is different between Stouts and Titans. And then we might have to come up with some different numbers for that as well, too. I just really haven't felt the urge to do it, nor the want, or really trying to learn again a part of the game that shouldn't have been changed, that shouldn't be different. And if it was different, I wish it was learning it one more time because they made it a correct way. But until then, until that day comes, you keep your nose to the grindstone. Movie quote. Keep your nose to the grindstone. But we'll see you guys later. Word of mouth is out. We'll see you guys Tuesday. Peace.